Good morning, everybody. Pastor Darrell from the Quest in Galesburg. So glad to have you with us again this morning. I want to share just a brief word this morning about your faith and faith being a seed. I was talking with somebody late last night, a friend of mine from another state called asking some questions. I'll be honest, they spoke a word of encouragement into my life as well. But they asked a question, and as we began talking, I said to my friend, I said, you need to realize something. Your faith is a seed. Now, this guy's been a Christian for a long time, and he understands this, but I don't think he was realizing what he's doing. He has a real need in his life, something that he's been asking God for, searching the scripture, going to different revival meetings, the whole gamut. You know the story, how going to different preachers, asking for somebody to pray. He put it to me this way. He said, I've gone somewhere, I've had somebody pray, and I felt like that was it. This was going to meet my need. Then a few days later, he went somewhere else. And finally, I said to him, my friend, I said, if you were to take a seed of corn and put it into the ground, if you did not have a stalk of corn the next day, would you dig it up? And he said, well, that's foolish. I said, that's what you're doing with your faith in God. We need to understand something, that when we exercise our faith, we need to treat it as a seed. We plant our seed. We believe. Listen, when you plant that seed of corn into the ground, or whatever seed it may be, you have faith that it is going to grow. My wife is a science teacher. I've had science classes in high school and college as well. But I'll be honest, that one just is mind-boggling to me, how you can put the seed in the ground and it pops up and does what it's supposed to, and it knows what it's supposed to do. Well, faith is that way. When we step out in faith, when we begin to say, Lord, I'm putting my trust in you, it's just like putting that seed into the ground. When you put it into the dirt, you don't walk away and abandon it there. When you put that seed there, first of all, you till the ground. You get the ground ready. You put the seed into the ground, it doesn't end there. You water that seed. You weed around that seed. You tend to the needs of that seed and taking care of it. And then one day it springs up and we walk away, right? No, we continue to deal with it. We continue to weed it. We continue to water and watch it grow until it becomes a stalk of corn. Exactly what we're anticipating. Well, in your faith, you're asking God for something. You're believing God for something. You have to tend to it. You have to nurture it. You have to water it with in prayer, and you have to water it with the Spirit, and you have to feed it with the Word, and you continue to build that thing. And when it springs forth, you don't quit there. You keep on nurturing it. You keep taking care of your faith until it springs forth into what you expect it to be, and one day you have your full harvest. Don't walk away from your seed that you planted. I've watched people pray and say, I believe God is doing something, and then they go running to everybody else trying to find an answer for their problem. Are we going to trust God, and we're going to trust that seed to become what it is supposed to be, or are we going to abandon it and do things our way? When your breakthrough comes, when it springs up out of the ground, so many people quit right there. They start rejoicing, and we ought to. Hey, it's beginning to happen. But that's just the beginning. You've got a harvest coming. Nurture your seed. Take care of your seed, and believe God that the seed you planted is going to be the harvest that you're seeking. Hope this helps somebody today. God bless you. Come back again tomorrow and see me at the Quest.